Hi guys, welcome to the very first episode of Moments with Mom. My name is Oluwashekumi Precious. I'm a medical doctor, a virtual assistant, and most importantly, I'm a mom, and that's why I'm here today. So I've been working on having this show for a very long time, but time has never been a friend of mine. But today, this show is live. I'll be bringing individual moms, like different moms on this show to talk about motherhood. The journey of motherhood is interesting. It's not the one you can do alone, but then there are a lot of experience, things that we've seen, things that we've observed, so many things that we've done. It's interesting amidst the stress, but then I'll be bringing different moms here to, have a discussion, interesting, fun topic. And today I have a babe, a friend, and a mom like myself. So please welcome Alex with me here in the studio. Alex, welcome on this show.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Anyway, before we move forward, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alexandra Mina St. James Opeki. I am a mom. I am the RM for Three-Wheeler Simba Groups. I am a polyglot. I am everything I say I'm more. I'm more. I am a cybersecurity alumni, and I'm also a virtual assistant.
You do a lot as a mom. Imagine doing all this, and you are still a mom. Being a mom alone is a whole lot.
Yes,
that being said, how is motherhood? Before we move to today's topic, how is motherhood?
That's a loaded question. Motherhood is a hood. Let's start from there. And it is a lot at the same time. It's everything I expected, and at the same time, everything I did not envision. I never envisioned it, but I'm glad I'm here. We are moving.
And you are doing it. It's not easy. It's not.
Yes, it's not.
I've not had enough experience. My baby is just 2. I've not had enough experience, but with the little I've, gathered, I've seen, I've experienced, it's a whole lot. And when I mean lot, the lot is in,
capital letters.
I'm telling you. Anyway, before we move to today's discussion, I just want to say thank you for always, having my back.
It's okay.
Being there for me. There was a time when I wanted to start this. We had a sit-down video, but
Yes,
I ended up not uploading the video because
Yes.
I actually want it to be, I want it to be this way.
Okay.
This was not the setting, right?
Of course, yes.
So I want it to be, this is nicer. So I want it to be this way. That was the reason why I didn't.
It's fine. This is good.
And despite the fact that I did not post the video, I was even thinking about the fact that Alex will not welcome this idea anymore because I didn't. So I'm grateful that we are here today.
It's okay.
Thank you very much. So without wasting time, the interesting topic that we'll be talking about today is the first time experience. If you see any mom, for every mom, like talking about motherhood, there's always a first time experience, maybe first time getting pregnant, going to the labor room, so many things, there's so much in motherhood. So the first time experience. So you are just I'm not going to be asking you questions about this, but in general, how is motherhood, the first time experience, the first time of being a mom?
Okay. I would like to say I have always envisioned being a mom. It was something I always wanted to do. Maybe because my mom was a hands-on mom. She was always present. So at the same time, I wanted a community of my own. I wanted something that belonged to me. I felt growing up, I had to share every part of myself with my family members. I wanted something that was mine. So I had always looked forward to being a mom. But I would say nothing prepared me for what it was in actuality. I even read books. I read Motherhood 101. I read Pregnancy 101. I read at least 4 to 5 books that prepare me how to be a good mom. Do you know there's a book like that? Yeah. How to be a good mom. I read that too.
There's parenting rules. So many books, yeah.
All those things. Oh, well, when I saw the line, I think, of course, for me to start with motherhood, I had to start with pregnancy. It was a surprise to me that I was pregnant. I wasn't expecting it as at the time that it happened, in as much as I wanted to be a mom. So when I saw the lines, I showed my husband, and he was flummoxed. He was surprised. Is this really happening? And I'm like, yes, it is. That means we have to get better. We have to, we were living on the go. He was usually not around. I was very, very busy. As at the time, I was the translator. I just got into my job at the time as the RM for three-wheeler. So it was a lot for me, having to add that with being pregnant. But I didn't want to lose that, so I had to. But the pregnancy it wasn't easy. I felt I was going to have a smooth sailing with the way it was in the movies, with the way it was in books.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be smooth sailing, you know. I was still going to slay because I was very big on slaying. I was still going to slay as usual and at the same time be a super mom. That was the idea I had in my head. Life was a different thing, my sister. My first scare came out 3 months. So I left the workshop and I was walking back to my station and then I just felt this gush. I went to the toilet and realized it was blood.
Oh
I was terrified out of my mind. It was a lot. It wasn't even all those small bits where you feel. It was like a whole lot of blood. My mind short-circuited in that moment. I called the supervisor, that's the head of technicians at the workshop, and I was like, call my husband, there's a problem. Call my husband, there's a problem. I'd seen blood from that time to the 3 months, but it wasn't as much as that. So my fear was I was going to lose this. So he called, he came and he took me home. But I was too scared to go to the hospital because they had told me prior to that period that pregnancy was high risk and that anything could happen at the period. I didn't want them to give me any sort of bad news any longer. So I chose not to go. That was the first scare I had. Nothing prepared me for that. There was nothing like that in the books.
But the hospital would have been the best place to go at that moment.
Yes, it was, but I was scared. But what pushed me to go to the hospital was I was able to push and manage till 5 months. 5 months, mind you, I had not started antenatal. I didn't have the time. I had not even gone and register.
Even at 5 months.
I had not gone. I was too busy. Like I said, I would transcribe and translate in the middle of the night. In the next morning, I was off to, my 9 to 5 job. So I didn't have the time. 5 months, I started feeling this sharp pain in my abdomen. Sometimes to come, to go, to come, to go. But then it became really, really bad that it would stop my movement, to stop my activity. I had to get to the hospital, and that was when I was told that I would need to abort my son. So apparently what had happened previously that I didn't take seriously, I had drained so much alcohol and he wasn't going to survive. So I was told that my cervix was dilated.
Okay.
It wasn't supposed to be open, yes, but it was. So I kept every blood, everything I said I had been seeing. That was me draining alcohol and all of those things that accumulated to that point. So they had to invite another consultant from another hospital. That was the doctor checked my results. We did 1 or 2 other tests, and then he advised that I do a circlage. At least there was a solution. Yes, I was happy. So I told that to my husband. He was already devastated from the first news. Hearing the second one, it was, no matter what it was, let's do it.
Yeah.
So the man was, because of the gravity of the situation at the moment, even after I had done the circlage, I would be on a permanent bed rest till I put to bed. My job would not wait for me.
Yeah.
How would I be on a permanent bed rest? Because I thought this was supposed to solve the problem. He said yes, but my cervix was light. So I would have to, it was like just trying to hold it. It wasn't a permanent solution.
Yeah.
Oh, so my joy was cut short again. What was I going to do? I was walking aimlessly around, listlessly even, around the hospital. And Viola, the boy that they said I was not going to keep at five months,
That Bilal?
he's 4 years. Yes.
Wow. I thought you were going to say you lost the baby and you had Bilal after.
Yeah. I didn't. He's going to be 4 in March. I didn't get to share how the labor of Bilal was, but when I brought him out, when he was brought out for me, he wasn't crying. He was lifeless. I thought he was dead. It was that was like hands down the worst moments of my life. It was like everything I had encountered during the pregnancy, and I had tried as much as possible to hold on to that moment was it was all for naught. I was terrified. I feel like the doctors, the matrons that were there assisting could see the fear on my face. Definitely. So they were doing everything to revive my son.
At that moment, they must do everything to bring. I've seen cases like that too. But we thank God, our baby is there. Bilal is going to be forceful. So now we talk about, okay, you've talked about the delivery. What about postpartum, raising him after that time, everything in general?
You see, I had friends who had given birth before me, and there was a way they put it. I was expecting the postpartum depression to hit me like once. I didn't know it was going to come in trickles for me. At first, when I didn't feel anything, I was expecting to feel something. I thought maybe that's my kind of person. But the fact that I didn't feel anything, I thought I had escaped it. It was not for me. I didn't. First thing that happened was the body dysmorphia. I didn't like my body. That was the first thing. I was expecting to snap back. I moved from size 10, mid 10, 12 to a size 18. At my heaviest, I was 120 something.
Wow.
That was a lot of weight for somebody who used to be in the, like 70s.
Yes.
How is this going to happen? When am I going to get back? Like, when is this going to? And the first thing I saw was my stomach. Hey, God. I was, people were like, don't eat your belly while I was pregnant. And because I didn't like looking at myself, I broke all the mirrors in my house. So I didn't have mirrors. Even till date, I still don't have mirrors because I don't like looking at myself.
Wow.
So I broke all the mirrors in my house. So I didn't have a mirror. So it was like, and my husband, I think he loved me too much to tell me, say, stretch mark don't grow. So I didn't know I had stretch mark until my mom mentioned it. I had to carry my phone. I was trying to check but my stomach was big. I've not seen the stretch mark.
That was after you had your baby?
That was before I birthed my son, while I was pregnant. So after I had my baby, in the hospital, there was like a full mirror when I went to take my bath. I saw it, my sister. I saw the stretch mark saw me. They were huge. I started crying.
Can't relate.
Ha! You can't relate. Yay! I'm so jealous. The stretch marks were huge. And I'm like, my stomach didn't scratch. That's what I was talking to the matron. They said, now when her did, my belly did not scratch me. I was trying to explain myself. How did I have stretch marks? Lady was like, calm down, that's not what you should be worried about at the moment. Because of my agitation, the more I was agitating, the more I was bleeding more. I had complications while I was birthing Bilal anyway. Yes, there was that part of getting back myself and the anger. Other people felt baby blues. They were sad. No, I was angry. And the anger, everybody felt it. Let me just put it like that.
Okay. In general, if you're going to give us 3 words to summarize your first time experience being a mom, give us 3 words.
Okay.
To just
I would say wonder.
Okay.
I feel like that alone should encompass, but if I'm going to use 3 words, I will use wonder.
Okay.
There was wonder. There is love. I understood the full meaning of love after I gave birth to my son. You're seeing someone and you're loving the person instantaneously. No, nothing. I loved him the moment I saw him. Like, I loved him instantly, and I've loved him ever since. That's 2. Number 3 would be growth. Growth. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I grew.
That's good. I know we all have different journeys. If I start talking about mine, we won't leave here today. Anyway, thank you for coming. I really appreciate
You're very welcome.
coming. The other time I told you, I said you've been supportive outside, in front of camera. We've done this before, but it didn't make it to the channel. But I'm so grateful. Before you go, I have another question that I want to ask you.
Okay.
So, based on what you shared, I'm going to ask you which of these 3 that I'm going to mention hurts the most.
Okay.
You've gone through pregnancy, labor, everything. So which of these 3 hurts the most?
Okay.
So contraction, 1. Did you do cesarean section?
No, I didn't. I was induced.
You were okay. Even if you had induction, you still have contraction. So contraction.
Yeah.
Vagina examination. Did you do vagina examination? They examined the vagina?
Yes, they did.
So contraction, vagina examination, and trying to pee for the very first time after delivery. Which one hurts the most?
Ha! Other things that you mentioned, but which one hurts me the most? I think trying to pee for the first time. That was really painful for me.
You believe that was true.
That was when you appreciate that you could pee. You would not know that
that was
it's a big deal. Oh,
I was
hey,
dreading
yeah.
when I would go to, like, the next time I will be using the restroom.
Let me not imagine it.
Not even the first time after delivery. For like 3 or 4 days after delivery, it was still the same experience.
No. It's I am trying to, and it's a no.
So
I think my mom was on standby. She was holding this was it a bottle with a spray bottle?
Okay.
So as I was spraying, she was spraying it.
Okay.
As I was spraying, she was spraying. But still, I still felt
the pain.
Man, we bless God. We bless God, man. It's a lot.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
In fact, I can't appreciate you enough.
It's okay.
That will be all for today, which is like the very first episode of Moments with Mom. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Purposeful Mom TV. Like this video, share. We're going to bring more interesting video about motherhood. In fact, if you're a mom, this is a place to be. You are a potential mom. Even if you are a father, there's a lot to learn on this channel. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribing to YouTube channel is free. You won't be charged. So, and put up your post notifications so that when next we put up a post, you'll be, one of the many people to know that we just uploaded. I'll see you in our next video. Bye.